Finally, somebody who I can be excited to say that I'm rostering, and it's Eury Perez, who is he's on the word cloud.
This is my Luis Lara, dude.
Yeah,
This is my Luis Lara.
yeah. Uh, I know you dealt him in a trade, right?
No, I just dropped him.
Dropped him. Well, to be fair,
I didn't have the IL spot.
one of the weirder player reports. I remember when he had that thigh injury. There were reports saying it would be like 10 weeks before he was
8
on
to
a
10
mound.
weeks was the
Yeah.
initial report. So,
And I think he was like he did his minor stint at like a 5-week mark. It was just bizarre,
if
but
that, it was like more like 4.
yeah,
And
that came out of nowhere.
it just so happened the guy I had Brent Rooker in a roster spot, in an IL spot, and, he had a sore knee and played and came back and then was IL'd, and all of a sudden, okay, he's going for season-ending surgery. That's just, that's just the way it goes in fantasy. Like, you have to react to the news that you have. Like, I wasn't in the luxury of being in a spot to hold a guy on the IL in my active roster. Like, I
Right.
need to scrap for every category, unfortunately, with the way my season started, in this one particular league.
Yeah.
And it just sort of is what it is. And, like, of course, like, he looked the best that he did in the game he got hurt.
Yeah,
And
exactly, like th 3
yeah,
innings or something. Yeah.
yeah.
No, and he's looked really good. I mean, in his 3 starts from, since returning, I mean, obviously, the one that hit the news was that he got yanked early on a perfect
Mhm.
game, which is ridiculous. Hate to see it, but,
Yeah.
for the purpose of this show, 17 innings over those 3 starts, 17 strikeouts, 109 ERA, .53 WHIP. This is the version that we were investing at
Yeah.
pick 80 saying my bold prediction of like, "Oh, it could be a Cy Young guy." So, honestly, shocking that he found his quote unquote "rhythm," like a theme of
Mhm.
our show tonight, coming straight off of an injury and honestly bookending the injury because, like you said, it looked like it finally clicked. But it's encouraging nonetheless in terms of what he's been doing. I mean, the sweeper use is up a little bit. The four seamer has gradually come down throughout the season, which, yeah, I mean, he had some home run stuff with that early on in April, but the sweeper and the slider have been really effective. I mean, he hasn't given up. He's thrown the sweeper like 60 times since he's been back and has not given up a single hit with it. So like he definitely looks locked in from that standpoint. So not sure you'd have to pry him away from any manager that's kind of dealt with the
Yeah.
journey of this season,
Yeah.
but just worth noting that Yuri Perez is doing something that we might be talking about throughout the offseason, right?
Yeah. It just seems like there's going to be, like, he's going to probably go in the same area, if not higher, as a pitcher, just with how he's going and how it looks like he's going to finish the season. And what's even more encouraging is because if you bump that out, he's been back for what, 2 starts,
I
right?
think 3. I think 3.
3? Okay, 3. So it's nice because the sample size from May 15th is 6 starts. So there's 3 more starts where he's had a 31% strikeout rate and a 7% walk rate, even if in those first 2 starts, I know he was great in the start that he got hurt, but those last 2 starts, there was good numbers under the hood despite the results being okay to bad, right? I don't think there was anything too amazing in those last 2 starts before he got hurt.
Mhm.
So, the stuff's always this, like, I don't have it in front of me, but he's probably top 10 in stuff, if not top 5, if not top 3,
Yeah.
overall. That's never been a question. It's just been the location. He hasn't figured out how to quote pitch. I know it's a cliche, but he really hasn't. Like, and you watch him, and there was just times on the mound where, like, he seemed baffled and, like, gave like that Aroldis Chapman smile. It's like, why are you smiling, dude? You just gave up 3 home runs. Like, after Chapman gave up the home run to Altuve in the ALCS and whatever, 2019, right? Um,
Mhm.
uh, it's like it's maybe how some guys show frustration. Um, he has the tools to do it, and it seems like he's finally clicked. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. It's just odd that it's come around this injury, and he's seemingly figuring out how to, you know, mix his arsenal together. I'm curious. I don't have in front of me like what his pitch mix has done. I don't know if you hit on that. while I was looking up some other stuff.
Just the sweepers ramped up, the
Yeah,
four-seamers come down,
yeah.
just in his most recent one, the slider. So he's throwing breaking stuff more, which is great. And to your point on stuff, so far just scanning, the only name I can see that is higher than him is Mizorowski, and at least in the second quarter, Chris Sale. And I laughed out loud, Steve, because I did like a command F on Perez, and I was like, "How is he only like 90 on Stuff Plus?" It was Martin Perez,
Yeah, there you go.
not
Yeah, it's a
Yuri.
lot
So yeah,
different. And,
it's
like, also, like, just going back to, like, the learning how to pitch and development thing, like, I think we've talked about it too, maybe Nick's talked about it, maybe, Saris has talked about it, like, Perez's stuff is so good in the minors that he literally just what does he have to do to, like, dominate? Like, throw it around the zone, and guys are either gonna chase because they don't have the plate discipline or just not be able to hit it just because 'cause they're not as talented. So, like, he's never had to do that because his stuff is just that good, whereas some other guys need to, like, even like guys like Cam Schlittler, like they come up, they don't like they develop velocity over time, develop their stuff over time. Like they need to get by before they have that stuff as they're refining it. Yuri Perez has just always been better than everybody else until he's gotten to the
right.
majors, and then his stuff wasn't enough just to get by, right? Because guys can hit
Sure.
102 with rod on the top of the zone if that's obvious what you're going to throw.
Mhm.
Um, so, we've seen this plenty of times with guys that have this sort of stuff. We talk about it all the time how, guys like Carlos Rodon and and Corbin Burns have this amazing stuff come up as prospects and like are the league leaders on the reverse sorted ERA, right? In the year before, and then come back and lead the league in ERA. Then the following year, like it happens all the time, or more often than you think. And Yuri Perez sort
Dude,
of is someone that I think is going to get there one way or the other, and it's probably happening already. Which is why we were so hyped about him in the offseason.
could not agree more, and honestly, I feel like it's been enough of a pattern since we've done this show that I think a new formula. I know we've cited it as, like, the Dylan Cease before, but
Yeah,
the new
yeah.
formula is, like, go around, pick 100, figure out which guy has the 10 to 11, 12% walk rate, and everything else looks amazing because that's how Mizorowski popped. That's what Eury Perez is doing right now. Like, the only difference on the stat line from first half to second half, because his stuff, his location plus, his pitching plus, it all looks identical. It's that the walk rate has gone from 12% to 6%, and the strikeout rate has gone up. So I know there's obviously tinkering and everything. But yeah, it seems like it's a pattern. There's been a lot of those guys over the years.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, for Perez, it's also just a bonus that the Marlins are no longer negative. It's actually the opposite, that like he's starting to get win potential. Like they're a wild card team. Like they are scrappy. So um it's more upside even rest of the way than I think we might have thought we had going in, because it's like, oh yeah, he's going to top out at 10 wins or something. So